And as these 2020 Class A playoffs continue to move on, we are now at the quarterfinals as the 3 seed Millard South Patriots going up against the number 6 Creighton Prep tonight. About to kick off at Buell Stadium. Thank you for tuning in to Millard South Media. Joey Kirkle alongside Nate Cronin. Nate, we should have a good one on our hands tonight.
Oh yeah, we absolutely should.
And I feel like looking at the Patriots team, I feel like it's safe to say this is their biggest challenge since their game against Bellevue West. They've won 4 straight since that loss, and they're looking to keep that going. But for Creighton Prep, they started the season 1-2 with losses to Lincoln Southeast and Westside, who is also the 2 seed. Since then, they have won 5 straight, coming off a 28-17 victory against Millard North in their last game. So both teams coming off victories, looking to keep their season alive. The winner will face the winner of Lincoln East and Westside, who is about to kick off just as we are. That game at Westside.
Expected to be at Westside next week, depending if both teams win tonight.
Yep, Westside is the heavily favored team in that matchup. And right now, this one could go either way. The Patriots are the favored team. But we'll see right now as Cole Lamo and the Millard South team gets ready to kick off. And for the Patriots, one of the most important things for them is just going to be to stay in their groove. Their offense has been, they have one of the strongest, most explosive offenses in the state, but they've had a lot of games where they have not shown up early. And they need to take some time, so they got to get in the groove early. And for Creighton Prep, what I would say is the same thing I said last week for Millard West. They're going to need to watch TJ Urban on the run. And the reason I'm saying that for them is because in their game against Millard North, North's quarterback Jimmy Quaintance ran for 160 yards. And we know TJ Urban specializes in the QB runs. They're going to need to be safe, as that is a absolutely booming kick from Cole Lamel. Goes to the back of the end zone, and Prep will start at the 20-yard line.
And for Prep's defense, last week giving up 358 total yards of offense versus what we consider a subpar Millard North team, not Millard North teams that we've seen in the past.
And we do know when the Patriots played Millard North, the Patriots came on top 33-0. I believe that was their season opener. So we'll see what Sam Meisenberger and this offense can do as they come out for their first drive, looking to put points on the board. And we already have a flag called the first play of the game, and that will be a false start on the Junior Jays. You can't have these discipline issues playing a factor early in the game, and it could already be coming back to bite them.
Yeah, and for Millard South, we've talked about it all season long. Disciplinary problems have been an issue, but as of late, the last couple of games, last game only having 3 penalties for 35 yards. The team has become way more disciplined.
It's been a journey, but they've stuck with it, and they've improved over time. So here they are lined up on 1st and 15. They're going to pitch that one back. And solid run here. Moves that ball to the 25-yard line.
Lots of room outside the tackle right there.
Yep, that was number 28, Jack Stessman, who in last week's game had 14 carries for 84 yards and a touchdown. Trying to get that success transferring into tonight's game, because they're going to need to be hitting on all cylinders if they want to rival with the Patriots tonight. 2nd and 4 now at the 26. Meisenberg with a quick screen pass. That one is caught. However, he loses the ball. Looks like he did recover that. Fell on it immediately. We'll wait for the refs to call that, but I believe that one will remain Junior Jay's ball, and it does.
And that was number 3, Alex Bullock, who last week had 6 catches for 77 yards and 2 touchdowns. The Patriots secondary has gotten stronger throughout the year after that Bellevue West loss. Look for them to limit him tonight.
Yeah, if Bullock has a game like he did last time, the Patriots could have some trouble. And here on 3rd and 4, be huge for the Patriots with a quick 3 and out, as that pass is incomplete, or actually that will be caught short of the first down, though.
Not by much, no much more than a yard.
Very close, and looks like they will send out the special teams. Saw a lot of players waiting. They were looking to go for it on 4th and short.
So after giving up a 5-yard carry on the first play of the drive, the Patriot defense stood tall.
And you look at it,
3 and out.
No false start call. They pick up the first down. These are where the penalties can come back to bite you. Every yard matters in a big game like this, quarterfinals, the Class A playoffs. Here's the punt from the Junior Jays. That ball will go down about the 35, gets a good roll for the Patriots, goes down at the 43-yard line, so that is where Millard South will start with it.
And Joey, the last two games, we've seen a lot of split reps between TJ Urban and Gage Stanger. What do you expect to see tonight?
Well, we could definitely see them have both play, kind of keep the defense on their guard. I do expect to see almost always TJ Urban or see him the whole game. I feel like the Patriots have known that they've been in control these last few games. They want to get him prepared as we see TJ Urban out to start. And he's going to run with it, but really nowhere to go. Only picks up a yard on that play. But yeah, like you were asking, I do think we could see Gage Stanger in. We know in recent games they've had them go 2 possessions and switch. Last game, we saw Urban at the beginning, then Stanger kind of rolled with it the rest of the game. So we'll see what the Patriots decide to do here, but I do primarily expect TJ Urban to be the quarterback.
Yeah, at least until if they end up building a sizable lead that they feel like they will be in control the rest of the game.
Then in that case, no use in having Urban on the whole game. As he's going to run with this one again to the right side of the field, looks to cut inside. Picks up a few more, ran over one of the defenders and gets that ball to the 48-yard line. And it's tough playing against a quarterback like TJ Urban because we do know he has improved his passing game a lot. He's able to air it out a lot better than he was last year, and his running game is almost unmatched in this state.
No, you'd never see a quarterback run as efficiently as TJ can.
As he rolls around to the left side of the field, switches to the right, trying to run this one. A flag is thrown as he goes down at about the 50-yard line. Expect to see a holding call here on Millard South. And that one will be a face mask there. So the Patriots will move the chains with a first down.
So there we go. 2 crucial penalties for the Blue Jays so far.
You don't want the Patriots to be putting up early points on you because once they get going, they do not look back. They keep pushing on the pedal. As we got 5 wide, Urban in shotgun. Motion there. As he's going to hand this one off. That is Antrell Taylor with it, who is taken down after really having nowhere to go. Looks like that'll be a pickup of 1 after forward progress.
Antrell Taylor is obviously one of the big playmakers for this team, but in the last couple games, he's had trouble holding on to the football here, Joey.
He has, but last game, when he got looks, he took advantage. Had 126 receiving yards last game against Millard West. That doubled his season total. He's now at 15 receptions for 246 yards and a touchdown. So just a massive game from him. We know he had a huge touchdown from TJ Urban early in the game, as that one will be handed off to Tay Johnson, who only picks up a few. So the Patriots are going to have their work cut out for them on 3rd down.
Blue Jay defense standing tall so far.
And if they can limit this run, that is really going to help them in this game, because while the Patriots have improved a lot in airing it out, running is still their primary source of offense. That's where they really get you. And here on 3rd and 7, expect to see Urban airing it out. But he is going to pitch that one back. Nowhere to go, taken down. So it'll be a 4th down. Patriots will bring out the special teams. So in their first drive, neither team able to put any points on the board. We saw the Junior Jays with a 3-and-out. The Patriots at least got the ball past half field, but not much more. So we got a 4th and 8, 7:20 to go in the first quarter. And a low snap there, but Lamel fielded it well. So that punt's going back. Great job there from Cole Lamel. This should be a good spot for the Patriots. And the 1-yard line is where the Junior Jays will start. After getting a low snap, you don't expect to see a great punt from Lamel. You expect to see him quickly try to get it out. But he remained calm in that situation, and we saw a perfect punt. I don't like to use the word perfect, but you can't do better than that.
No. Doesn't get much better than the 1-yard line, Joey.
So after a quick 3-and-out, Meisenberg and the Junior J offense looking to get some more success. Likely be handing it off here, just trying to get a few yards, prevent the risk of a safety. And they will hand that one off. They pick up a few, get that ball to the 5-yard line for a 4-yard rush. And that was Jack Stessman. And so in their last game against Millard North, Creighton Prep had 158 rushing yards to 92 rushing yards for a total of 250. As they see the run again, but only pick up a yard on that play. Nice stop from the Patriots will make it about 3rd and 5. And if the Patriots can get a stop here, their field position should be fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, depending on the punt, you never know what could happen, but they are punting into the wind tonight. It never helps.
And for the Junior Jays, they're not focused on the punt. Only 4 yards to go.
They're looking for the first down here, Joey.
So they can move the chains. They want to put together a strong drive, hopefully take an early lead against Millard South. Quarterback's going to wrap around to the right side of the field, look to air that one out. He has a receiver. That pass is complete, getting the ball to the 18-yard line. That was number 6, A.J. Collins. So now with the ball at 19, we got 5:45 to go in the first quarter. That's a handoff to Stessman, gets that ball to the 25-yard line. Solid run there, pick up a 6. Jake Gasway making the tackle for the Patriots. He's played a bigger role in these recent games, even had a receiving touchdown in the last one, as the Patriots get him easily for a loss of yardage. The defense all over that one. I believe that was Lance Rucker on the tackle. Great read there from Rucker. So that will make it 3rd and 8 here, the 21-yard line. Patriot crowd getting loud right now. And that one's mainly the parent section.
Love to see it. Parents backing their boys.
Yep. Here we are as he wraps around to the right side of the field, airs this one out. He does have a receiver. That pass will be complete for the first down.
That was number 3, Alex Bullock, once again.
That's Bullock's 2nd reception of the game. Coming in a big moment, trying to put together a strong drive here with 4:40 to go in the first quarter.
So 2 plays that they've aired it out. They've rolled right and hit someone on the sideline.
And this one's a handoff to Stessman. Goes down at right about the line of scrimmage. Not much room there. Connor Hoy making the tackle. And Connor Hoy in his last game had 1.5 sacks. So did Luke Irvine. They led the team. And Connor Hoy leading the team in sacks right now with 3.5. So that makes it a 2nd 9 after the short pickup. They're going to hand that one off right up the middle again.
Looks like he tripped right at the line of scrimmage. Could have got 5 or 6 yards there.
Yep. Could have had some more, as that was number 33, Max Sanders, the senior. So a 3rd and 7 here. They just had a 3rd and 8, and like you said, rolled around to the right side of the field. Had an easy completion for the first down. Airing out again into heavy Patriot defense as that pass is incomplete.
Almost
could have been intercepted.
Yeah.
Yep, looked like Gasaway. Thought he knocked that one away, but it bounced right back up to him, and that one fell to the ground.
So after a shaky start to the drive, the Patriots stand tall. Force a 3rd and 7 and an incomplete pass. And Prep has to punt here.
Yep. So we see Hale Kilcoyne and Antrell Taylor back to return this punt. Both guys that have had some really good returns in recent games. Pat Foley back for the punt for the Junior Jays. Great job from Foley. Really got a hold of that one, as that'll be caught at the 20-yard line. He loses that ball, however, it does go out of bounds. Antrell Taylor not able to place his hands on that one. And we saw last game a few times where he did make the falling catch. A very risky move, but he did a good job holding on to it that time. Not quite the success. Luckily went out of bounds.
Yeah, last week had a bunch of, I want to say 2 or 3 catches where they weren't great.
Yep. Ones where I think they scared Patriot fans a little bit.
and that one scared us the most.
Because you see right there, those are difficult catches to make. As Urban in the offense starts out in that 5-wide shotgun formation. And he's going to stick with this one right up the middle. Moves that ball to the 27-yard line. So it'll be a 2nd and 4 here with 2:55 to go in the first quarter. Single back formation here for Millard South. Saw some motion from Taylor, who gets the handoff. Gets that one, looks like just shy of the first down. However, looks like they did give it to him. So that one will move the chains for the Patriots. A.J. Collins makes the tackle for the Junior Jays. Urban yet again working out a shotgun. This time going to stick with it, look to air it out. And he has Luke Irvine. That pass is complete as he goes down at the 35-yard line. Good work there from Urban. First completion of the game, and that one very impressive. Gets a long pass to Irvine.
And that's one of the best parts about running like a same formation over and over again. The play action worked beautifully that time.
You switch it up, you really throw him off guard. Irvine, another player who's had his role increase in recent games. So now Urban's going to stick with this one to the left side of the field, trying to follow his blockers, and he's got room. Urban at the 15, goes down at the 10-yard line, and this is what you don't want to see for the Jays. You see that Patriot offense start to roll, big play after big play. There's that explosive offense we've seen all season, moving the chains yet again. 1st and goal here for Millard South with 2 minutes remaining.
Yeah, it seems like when you give up one big play to the Patriots, the rest of the drive is a nightmare. They continue to push the tempo.
You need a big play to try and gain that momentum back as Urban runs the same thing left side of the field, breaks a few tackles, and finishes in the end zone, still standing. Great run from TJ Urban, not letting anyone send him down. So the Patriots are on the board with 1:47 to go in the first quarter. They lead 6-0, trying to make that 7 with a Cole Lamel PAT. Cole Lamel on the season, 97% from PAT, 30 for 31. His first missed PAT was in that last game, but he did make it up with that 2-point conversion where he had the pitch back to him. Here's Lamel for the PAT. That one is good. So the Patriots lead 7-0, 1:47 remaining. As we come back, the Junior Jays will receive the kickoff. So as the Patriots now lead 7-0, we got Cole Lamel ready to kick things off. And this is what you love to see. You got the parents starting chants right now. Electric atmosphere at Buell Stadium. Both sides with big crowds here. As another great kickoff from Lamel, that one in the back of the end zone again. So the Junior Jays starting at the 20-yard line, trying to put together a successful drive here. Looking to retaliate here, tie this game up at 7.
And if you're Creighton Prep, you got to impose your will right now. You got to win the line of scrimmage. You got to go down and you got to punch 6 in. No matter how long it takes, they have to get a touchdown here on this drive.
And if anything, with the way the Patriots can work quickly when they're feeling it, you want to take up time.
Yeah.
You don't want to give a lot of Patriots time to put some more points on the board. As we got a 1st and 10 here at the 20. He's going to air it out on the first play. It's a screen pass there. That one incomplete to Alex Bullock. Nice job by Lance Rucker getting right there, knocking him down. And that's one where, for the Junior Jays, you got to be making that catch.
Absolutely.
But if you look at where it is, I think if he makes that catch, he loses a yard or two, because we saw Lance Rucker was right there for the hit.
Yeah, I mean, it's a play you'd love to have, but that one would have gone nowhere.
Yep, as that is Stessman with the run, picks up a gain of 3. And say what you want, but you don't know many parent sections louder than these Patriot fans right now. So a 3rd and 6 here with 1:15 to go in the first quarter. Ball at the 24-yard line. Myersburg back, airs that one out, gets the catch, and picks up the first down. Goes out at about the 36, 37-yard line.
There it is, another quick pass for the Blue Jays.
And I believe that was number 6, A.J. Collins. Nice job by Gage Mack making the tackle. Gage Mack's last game against Millard West led the team with 13 tackles to make a total of 62 on the season, only trails Tate Heinrichs. So here they are pitching that one back. However, a flag is thrown, likely on the offense here. And that will be a false start. So their 3rd penalty of the game, all coming in the first quarter with 1:06 remaining.
For the Blue Jays, you hope that's just not another drive killer like it was on the first drive.
I mean, on that first drive, they picked up 14 yards, but they needed 15 after that penalty. Weren't able to move the chains, had to punt it. Stuff you can't afford against Millard South. So ball goes back to the 31-yard line. Looking to move that to the 46. Looks like a miscommunication there as the D-line is all over that, sends him down at the 30-yard line, maybe the 29. And that tackle awarded to Jack Nicolaisen, who we know had a big sack early in the game against Millard West. So with that clock ticking now, just over 30 seconds remaining in the first quarter. 2nd and 16 now. And he's going to roll around to the right side of the field. Airing this one out deep. And that pass is nearly intercepted by Gage Stanger. Not able to come down with it as that ball falls. It's a good job by A.J. Rollins trying to disturb Stanger there. Almost playing defense as the receiver.
Yeah, absolutely. And we saw it once again. They roll out to the right. They throw it along the sideline.
Yep, so a lucky break for the Junior Jays after that pass could have been intercepted. However, now they have to deal with a 3rd and 16 at their own 30-yard line. Gonna need a big play here. Here's Meisenberg, this time going to the left side. That pass is incomplete. Patriot defense right there, not giving him any chance.
All over that play. So 4th and 16, the special teams unit for both teams walks onto the field. Punting into the wind once again are the Blue Jays.
And it seems like the last few times they've been airing it out, the Patriot defense has smothered the receivers so much that the quarterback has no chance. He just kind of airs out to someone, tries to find a reliable receiver. And luckily he's had some lucky breaks, but with the Patriots secondary, you know, we've seen they've had struggles, but these are all guys that can make the big plays. So you got to wonder if that could come back to bite them later with a turnover. Punt here from Foley, Fair catch, yet again a falling catch as he gets that one about the 47-yard line. So 17 seconds remaining in the quarter number 1. So TJ Urban in the offense, ready to take the field. Getting some solid field position to start things off. And looks like it will be Gage Stanger
and
taking QB.
After the second drive of the game.
He's got Urban in the backfield right behind him. Rolls around to the right side, looking to air it out on the first play. He's got Ryan Holdsworth wide open. That catch is made. Goes down at the 14-yard line. Huge play from Stanger in his first pass attempt of the game.
An absolute missile right across the middle of the field.
And we know Stanger's the guy that specializes in airing it out. And we see right there Ryan Holdsworth wide open, and he hits him.
It's one of the blessings of having two dual threat quarterbacks.
Yep. Shotgun formation here as clock ticks. He's going to pitch that one off to Urban. Takes this one to the left side, goes down at the 8-yard line, and that will do it for the first quarter. So the Patriots lead 7-0, and they're going to have a good chance at putting more points on the board when we come back for the start of the second. Starting off the second quarter, we got 5 wide shotgun formation, ball at the 8-yard line. 2nd and 4 as he runs that one right up the middle. Really nowhere to go.
Close to the first down, though, so it makes it a 3rd and very manageable for the Patriots.
And for the Junior Jays, this could be a huge stop here. If they stop them from picking up the first down, force them to go for 3 instead. And so for the Patriots in that first quarter, they had 2 completed passes, 1 from each quarterback, and those passes were for 47 yards and 40 yards. So in their completions, they've gotten huge numbers. As he's going to pitch this one to Urban to the left side of the field. And we'll see where they marked that. Looked like he might have been just short of the first down. And they will call that a 4th down. 4th and very short. So we'll see what the call is here for the Millard South offense. And it appears they will be staying on the field. They're going to go for it in 4th and short. And we know they've been a team that can pick up these short yard gains, and even if they can't, the Junior Jays will have it in very rough position. As yet again, we have Stanger with Urban in the backfield. He's going to hand this one off to Urban. Looks like he did pick up the first down.
Oh.
Actually, looks like he might have been marked short. We'll see what the call is. And they will say short. Huge stop for the Junior Jays as they limit the Patriots from adding more points on the board.
Honestly, surprised that we didn't see the specialty Christian Nash run that we always see when we need that.
We know he's the short gain guy. Still have yet to see Nash put in some work tonight. So they will be starting at the 5-yard line. So a lot of ground to cover for the Junior Jays, but could be huge if they take up some clock and put some points on the board here. Meisenberg's going to hand that one off. First play. That one was, yep, that was Stessman. Nowhere to go. And Stessman, we know he's seen as a very talented running back. Hasn't had much success tonight, though. The Patriots really limiting him early on. So here they are on 2nd and 10. Gonna run with this one again. A flag is thrown as he gets taken down at about the 11-yard line. That one was Max Sanders, but they might not benefit from those yards if that's a holding call.
Face mask.
And they will call that a face mask. So a huge play there for the Junior Jays as their field position gets a lot more comfortable.
Yeah, no longer backs against the end zone.
Now they got plenty of space to work with as that ball goes to the 27-yard line. And for the Jays, while obviously, a score isn't completely necessary, in a way it is. Right now, you're trying to go head-to-head with the Patriots. You don't want to give them any room to work. We've seen how quick they go as they air it out deep. That pass nearly complete. Great effort there by the intended receiver, Alex Bullock. Wasn't able to come down with it, though.
And through this first half, it's clear to see he's going to be the main man once again.
Yep, it's been mainly Bullock. We've seen some looks for A.J. Collins. He's gotten a few. But like you said, it has mainly been Alex Bullock. And as we had mentioned, coming off a huge 77-yard, 2-touchdown week. So 10 minutes remaining in the second quarter. Junior Jays looking to cut into this deficit. Going to hand that one off. Looks like that was Sanders. He does pick up a few, takes that ball to the 31-yard line. And one similarity this team has to the Patriots, a lot of their bigger players, they're guys that they're really running the offense and defense through. A lot of seniors in this team, so you got to wonder how well these teams will perform next year, how well they can recover. But a lot of big seniors for both teams. But frankly, when you're trying to make a run for state, you want to have these leaders on your team, and both teams have many guys that do a great job at really boosting this team. As we see a 3rd and 6 here, looking to air it out. Defense all over him as he throws that pass off a lineman. Another lineman makes the catch, keeps pushing forward, and we'll see what they call here. Looks like he might have been just short.
Barely short of the first
down. But I'll tell you what, that would have been a monumental first down. Goes off one lineman's head, other lineman makes the catch. Referees quickly discussing this.
Because, he's technically not an eligible
That's
receiver.
exactly what I was thinking.
So that could be what the discussion is here.
Yeah. Yep, there we go. An eligible receiver downfield. I was kind of wondering where that call was.
Yeah.
As we saw the lineman just catch it out of nowhere, run with it. So that one will definitely be moving back for the Junior Jays.
And if that's what kills this Blue Jays drive, that would be a tough one to swallow.
Yep, their 4th penalty already for the Patriots 2. So it will be a 4th down as the special teams come out.
Maybe some confusion on whether it should be a loss of a down or not.
Yep. And now we have the special teams taking the field for the Junior Jays. Needed some clarity there. So as Pat Foley gets ready to punt, same as last time with Antrell Taylor and Hale Kilcoyne back to return. We've seen Foley with some impressive punts, and that was going against the wind. Now into the wind, we'll see what he can do. And a sideline warning's been issued to Creighton Prep. I'm guessing the coach was not happy about that last call. Probably the loss of downs there. So here's the punt. That one will be caught by Taylor at the 25-yard line. Looks to run with this right up the middle. Breaks a few tackles. Looks like he did lose that ball. We'll see who recovered it. Could be a huge play for the Junior Jays, depending on who had possession. Breaking up the pack, waiting to make their call. And that one will remain Patriot ball. Could have been a huge break for the Junior Jays.
And for the second game in a row, Antrell Taylor fumbles another football. Luckily, this one stays with the Patriots.
Yep. And so we saw earlier, wasn't able to make that catch. Luckily went out of bounds. This one fumbles it, but recovers possession. So the Patriots, couple close calls here. As the offense comes out. 1st and 10, ball at the 30-yard line. Exactly 9 minutes to go in quarter number 2. We have TJ Urban back at quarterback. He's going to hand this one off, but nowhere to go for Gage Mack. So he's taken down in the backfield. Haven't seen Gage Mack get a carry in a few games. He's been a guy where you've seen the most looks in games where the Patriots have a large lead, but right now they're just trying to move down the field. They have him as the man in the backfield. So that'll be a loss of 3, makes that 2nd and 13. Urban's going to wrap around to the right side of the field, looking to run this. Has room. A flag is thrown as Urban gets that ball to the 36-yard line, but it might be coming back right now, as this could very well be a holding call on the Patriots. And that ball will move back on Millard South. So for the Junior Jays, 4 penalties, and for the Patriots, 3. So now the 18-yard line is where the Patriots will have it. A lot of room to cover. Need to get that to the 40-yard line. 2nd and 22.
But as we've seen time and time again, if it's anybody who's going to pick up these really long plays, it's going to most likely be the Patriots tonight.
A simple run from TJ Urban can turn into a huge play for the Patriot offense. As right now he looks to air it out. Defense all over him. He runs this one. Nice block from the Patriots as he keeps moving with it, breaking a few tackles. Fantastic run from TJ Urban to the 40. The 30 tackle made at the 28-yard line. Spectacular run by TJ Urban. No flags thrown. What a great job breaking tackles, bouncing off defenders. Like I said, one simple run from TJ Urban can turn into something huge.
Yeah, the pocket collapse, stepped up, had Bo there as a lead blocker and able to just follow him and pick up a yard, break a couple tackles.
Critical block from Bo Went as the Patriots move from their own 18 to the Junior J 28-yard line. As TJ Urban hands that one off to Gage Mack, has room on the left side of the field and is taken down at the 25-yard line for a pickup of 3. Toby Okafor making the tackle for the Junior Jays. In his last game, had 4 tackles, but his biggest play came on the last play of the game, had an interception. Now obviously leading by 11, not like it was a crucial play, but still a highlight play there from Okafor. We see some movement on the line. I believe that will be on the Junior Jays. So that is their 5th penalty. Patriots field position gets even better. Now just 2nd and 2 for Millard South as they enter the red zone, ball at the 20-yard line. Single back formation. He's going to wrap around to the left side of the field, try and follow his blockers. Does pick up the 1st down. We will see where they mark him.
And you see Tay Johnson run back in for Gage Mack. One of the guys who's been very impressive has been Tay Johnson, but he has not been getting the carries that we would expect him to get this season.
Yep, still at this point, his brightest game was the first game of the season. Had about 80 yards. As Urban wraps around to the right side of the field, heavy defense tries to get that pass off to DeAndre Rice. That one too low. It was a good effort play there. Right now, you don't want to make risky passes as you're going down, but that one, no one near DeAndre Rice.
Yeah.
It was a good decision right there from Urban. If he had a little more on it, that pass falls incomplete.
Yeah, it was a great job evading the sack at the very minimum.
So for TJ Urban right now, has 102 rushing yards, mainly from that 62-yard big run on this drive, but has done a fantastic job, already eclipsed the 100-yard mark. So we've got a 2nd and 10 here. As Urban goes right up the middle, has no one there to stop him, goes down just shy of the 5-yard line. And you wouldn't expect it, but for TJ Urban, one of his most dangerous moves is the simple fake and right up the middle.
Yeah. Drops back like he's about to pass, takes this 3-step drop, and just takes off and never looks back.
Antrell Taylor retakes the field. So it'll be 1st and goal here for Millard South. Ball marked at the 6-yard line. And it's that 5-wide shotgun formation we see so often as he runs this one right up the middle. Looks like he kind of stumbled right there as he goes down at about the 2-yard line. If he would have stayed up, definitely would have been a touchdown there for Millard South.
But you take what you can get, Joey.
So for the Junior Jays, you're trying to replicate the last Patriot drive where they stopped them just short.
Yeah, and you got to think for the Junior Jays, if they're going to score the touchdown, you got to make TJ Urban pass this ball in. This cannot be a TJ Urban step back and run it right up the middle.
But right now we do see the motion as Urban goes up the middle. Looks like he stopped just short of the touchdown, the 1-yard line. Great job by the Junior Jay defense. That'll make it 3rd and goal, just shy of the end zone.
And the Jays defense did it last drive where they stopped him with just about a yard to go. Can they do it one more time?
And we had said on that 4th down, the Patriots weren't able to convert. We're surprised we didn't see Christian Nash. And yet again, don't see him on this short yard move from Millard South. Nash 2nd in rushing touchdowns, only behind TJ Urban. So he has Tate Johnson in the backfield this time. He's going to wrap around to the left side of the field. Easily gets in the end zone. Touchdown Millard South, but he does lose that ball. The signal is still touchdown. Looks like Urban was already in before he lost that ball. So the Patriots score moves to 13-0 with 5:17 to go in the 2nd quarter. So special teams comes out for the extra point.
And that's a traditional Patriot drive. One giant play gets them in or near the red zone, and then after that,
and then
it's
just consistent running plays, keep moving the chains, keep working it. As that PAT is good. 14-0 is your score. Just over 5 minutes to go in quarter number 2. As we come back, Junior Jays getting ready to try and put together a strong drive. So now Cole Lamel ready to kick it off. And for the Junior Jays, trying to put some points in the board, before going into the half.
Yeah, going into the half, they need to take up as much clock as they can and score points.
And we do know the Patriots will start with the ball as the second half begins. So you don't want to give the Patriots a chance to get the ball back before halftime.
Possible onside kick here.
As Lamel with a short kick right there, caught at the 21-yard line, nearly bobbled, as he almost loses that one and goes down at the 25-yard line. That was number 41, George Egan, sophomore.
Number 12, Gage Stenger.
So here's Meisenberg in the offense, trying to get some momentum going before they enter the break. 5:13 to go in the first half. Quarterback's going to stick with this one to the right side of the field, trying to follow his blockers. Only picks up a few yards on that gain. And that was Parker Lice taking that snap. And Parker Lice in their last game had 4 receptions for 53 yards. He was one of their more involved receivers, only behind Alex Bollock.
Maybe a little something that we see with Gage Stenger and TJ Urban replicated by the Blue Jays here.
Yep. As this time they're going to go with the handoff to Max Sanders. Going to get that ball to the 33-yard line. So third down here, 2 yards.
4 minutes and 30 seconds left in the half.
So right now you've got to move the chains. If they can't pick up this first down, the Patriots get the ball back. That's too much time for them, and it puts them on the board. So here's Parker Lice. And he will hand this one off, but nowhere to go. As Jack Stessman is taken down in the backfield. Big stop for the Patriots.
Maybe a surprising move, keeping the offense here.
Offense is staying out here. Big risk, but they really do not want to give the Patriots the ball. However, if they don't pick up this first down, you're going to give the Patriots the ball, but in a lot better field position.
With tons of time and only 30 yards to go.
So Parker Lice in his first drive out, trying to make it a longer one as he tries to run that one up himself. Looks like he might have pushed through his blockers and picked up that first down.
Yeah, got a great push from the running backs.
At first, looked like he would have been held short, but they did a great job creating room. He does move the chains. So that fourth down pays off for him. Now 1 for 2 on fourth down conversions. Excuse me, I was thinking of the Patriots' fourth down conversion earlier. Had that a little mixed up. So 3:15 to go, ball at the 36-yard line. Quarterback's going to stick with this one to the left side. Defense trying to catch up to him. He does pick up the first down, goes out at the 45-yard line. Great run there from Parker Lice. Putting together a strong drive here from the Junior Jays. Doing their best to start to kill that clock. It wouldn't mean too much for them if they don't put any points on the board, though.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Joey, but that might be the first time that they've crossed midfield this game. Can't quite.
You know, I can't tell you for sure, but I do know if it's happened, it's only happened once.
Yeah.
I think you might be right, though. As we see a call, looks like that will be a timeout for the Junior Jays. So 3:05 remaining, ball at the 44-yard line. We'll be back in just a minute. We are back for 1st and 10 here. Quarterback's going to wrap around, and that is Sam Meisenberg. And he airs this one out, has a receiver, and touchdown Junior Jays finally on the board. Great play there. Sam Meisenberg comes out for his first play back. Had a receiver wide open.
That was Alex Bullock.
And there's Bullock getting his first touchdown. Like we had said, had 2 last game. And there he is with his first. Some momentum gaining here for the Junior Jays.
But you wonder if they did not take enough time off the clock with 2:57 left in the half.
Yeah, you're definitely trying to kill more, but at the same time, with the way this game's going, you have a touch and opportunity, you're not going to pass up on it. Pat Foley here for the PAT. And that one is up, and it is good. So the score moves to 14-7 after being deep in their own territory on a 4th down. Strong drive from the Junior Jays, highlighted by a deep passing touchdown of 44 yards. When we come back, it'll be 14-7 as the Patriots get the ball back. So after the touchdown from the Junior Jays, here is Pat Foley kicking things off. 2:57 remaining in the first half.
Kicking for the Junior Jays, number 94, Pat Foley.
Interesting kickoff approach here for the Junior Jays. But a great kick there from Foley. Plays the wind well. That one goes behind the end zone. Patriots will start at the 20-yard line. And so right now, like you were saying, it's great that the Junior Jays got points on the board, but they're giving Millard South a lot of time to retaliate before going into half. Patriots will start the second half with the ball. So if they got points on the board before we go to the break, that could be huge for Millard South. Could really expand this lead.
And vice versa for the Blue Jays. If they're able to stop them, hold them, and then they can get another giant throw like they had last drive, we could potentially see a tie football game going into half.
Be very difficult for the Junior Jays, but if they can get a stop, we've seen the Patriots are susceptible for those big plays. And they are going to hand that one off to Tay Johnson. Does a good job putting a few extra yards out of that run. Gets a gain of about 7 on that play. Very powerful run there from Johnson. So they'll call that a gain of 8. 2nd and 2 with 2.5 minutes remaining. And Urban's going to stick with it this time. Does pick up the first down before going down at the 32-yard line. So that clock starts going as the Patriots are looking to put together a quick drive. Just over 2 minutes remaining. A lot of room to cover. Fakes the handoff, looks to air it out, but heavy defensive pressure, rolls around to the right side, gets a pass off, but that one out of bounds. Intended receiver was Antrell Taylor.
And holding on the offense once again.
Brutal call. That's the Patriots' 4th.
Makes it another 2nd and very long.
And so with that call, it will stay first down. Just a lot more room to pick up. It'll be 1st and 28 to be specific. Gage Mack in the backfield for Millard South. Urban at quarterback. A timeout will be called. Actually, no, looks like the referees are discussing maybe a clock situation here. So not exactly sure what's going on, not positive what they were discussing. Might have been related to clock management, 1:51 remaining. Yep, and they will put 11 seconds back on the clock, 2:02 to go.
1st and 28.
So a lot of room for the Patriots to cover. We might be seeing TJ Urban airing it out yet again. Urban's going to run with this one, however, gets that ball to the 17-yard line. Ryan Carney making the tackle for the Junior Jays as that clock keeps ticking for Millard South. You wonder if with all this room to carry, they're just going to settle with killing the clock, making sure the Junior Jays can't get the ball again, and if they do, really no time to put any points on the board unless they had a huge pickup. So now 2nd and 24, ball at the 18-yard line. Still Urban with Mack in the backfield. Junior J crowd getting loud. Urban wraps to the left side of the field. Tries to get somewhere to go. Goes down, and we do have a flag thrown. After Urban got that run to the 21-yard line. See what the call is here.
Another holding call against the Patriots, the 2nd of the drive.
And these calls are just detrimental to momentum, especially with the Patriots. They had so much time to put some points on the board with that explosive offense, but now just so much room to cover that I expect them to just try and run it kill some clock and not give the Junior Jays time to bounce back.
So they do decline the penalty to make it as it is still
Not
a
give them
third
downs
and
to
very
work
long.
with. Smart call from the Junior Jays.
Like we saw last drive where they had that huge holding call and then 64 yards the next play.
And right now the Junior Jays, they're just trying to get the ball back as soon as possible, not going to give the Patriots that extra down. And the Junior Jays will call a timeout. So 1:16 to go. The Patriots with the ball at the 21-yard line. It will be 3rd and 21 when we come back in just a second. So after that timeout from the Junior Jays, 14-7 is still your score, minute 16 remaining. But the Patriots with a 3rd and 21. Junior Jays have one timeout remaining as they're looking to get the ball back again. 5 wide for Millard South, Irvine in shotgun. He's going to air this one out, try and pick up the first down. Heavy defensive pressure, wraps around up the middle, trying to run this one, but goes down at the 28-yard line.
And another timeout by the Blue Jays.
Yep, they will call their final timeout of the half. Minute 5 remaining.
Or is that?
Oh, that will be an injury for Millard South.
And that looks like it might be TJ Irvine.
I believe you're right. I'm the same as you. I heard the whistles. I thought that was just a timeout trying to kill some clock. Luckily, Irvine is back up, walking on his own power. Looks to not be limping at all. Scary moment for Millard South. Star your team down for a minute.
Good to see him at least jogging off the field.
Yep. So we'll see. There was additionally a timeout by the Junior Jays. Refs just showed it. So minute 5 remaining.
And they will be charged with their 3rd and final timeout.
So 4th and 14 for Millard South, 28-yard line. Minute 5 remaining. Cole Lamwell here to punt this one off. And he will be punting into the wind. So could help the Junior Jays here get some solid field position and maybe a chance to put some points on the board. And they are going to let this one roll. So the 30-yard line is where the Junior Jays will start with it.
But they will pin it
yep,
down at the 39-yard line.
looks like they did touch it at the 39. You saw Alex Bullock pointing at the 39-yard line, so they will start there. Must have just barely nicked someone.
It may be 9 yards, you know, not that big of a difference, but
still a lot of room to cover here.
Yards.
But that's notable.
Yeah.
When you only got 55 seconds to score, you'll take anything you can get.
And it takes no time off the clock.
So Sam Meisenberg at quarterback. We saw that last drive was mainly Parker Lice. Meisenberg came out for one play, and that was the huge touchdown they had.
And so the Patriots secondary struggled last drive. See if they
44-yard
can get back
touchdown.
on their feet.
So here's Meisenberg. Quick pass. That one incomplete. Had no chance at that one. Alex Bullock was the intended receiver.
Tangled up the entire
Yep,
time.
very
right
aggressive defense from the Patriots. I believe that was Zane Stanger.
Looked like both of them were grabbing each other.
Yep. 5 wide here for Junior Jays. 52 seconds remaining. Quickly passes that one out, but really no gain. Only picks up a few yards as Hayden Stessman with the catch. Stessman is related to Jack Stessman, the running back.
Fun fact of the day.
Fun fact of the day. Hale Kilcoyne making that tackle, moves to 3rd and 6, 30 seconds to go. That clock is ticking. Quick pass does pick up the first down a little bit more. That is Alex Bullock. Moves that ball to the 46-yard line, and they are hurrying, trying to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And so every time the first down happens, the clock does
Luckily,
stop
yeah.
until the chains
Yep.
are moved.
And right now they will resume that clock. Here's Meisenberg. That pass gets just by him. That was number 6, A.J. Collins. Had that pass right to him. Looked like he should have been able to make that catch, but just couldn't get there.
And that lets the Blue Jays calm down, call a play, get right back at it.
Yep, they would have liked to get the completion, but they'll take time to really plan something out. 17 seconds to go at the 46-yard line. Here's Meisenberg. Heavy defensive pressure. Gets past the defender. Barely gets a pass off. That one is complete before he goes down at the 27-yard line. That was Alex Bullock yet again. 7 seconds remaining. Like you said, that stop clocks. Stop. That clock stops. Wow, words are hard.
And possibly the final play of the drive. Oh, it looks like he might get down to spike this one.
Yep. And he will. So looks like it'll be 5 seconds remaining. Maybe 4.
And the field goal unit comes onto the field, kicking with the wind at their back.
Yep. They have some support on that kick. So a lot of trust here in Pat Foley trying to make this a 4-point game going into the half. Big points here for the Blue Jays. As we know, the Patriots will start the second half with the ball. Be nice to get some additional momentum on your side. Here's the kick from Foley. Deep kick, that one is good. Great job from Pat Foley. Makes it 14-10 score at halftime. When we come back for the second half, the Patriots will start with the ball. We will be back shortly. We are back for half number 2. Score 14-10. Patriots lead. Junior Jay's kicking it off. The Patriots will start with it. And if you're wondering what's going on around the state, Bellevue West and Kearney, the 1 seed versus the 9 seed in an intense battle. Bellevue West going on around the state. Bellevue West and Kearney, the 1 seed versus the 9 seed in an intense battle. Bellevue West just scored the game-tying touchdown. Should be able to take the lead with a PAT with under 30 seconds to go. It's a close one there with Kearney leading 33-20 at one point, as that is a short kick. That is going to bounce. That one is caught, and he is taken down at about the 30-yard line. Very aggressive tackle right there.
All around
looked
the
like
face,
it, yeah, looked like it was pretty dirty tackle right there. No call. That was Hayden Stessman on the tackle. So for the Patriots right now, not the end of the half you were looking for. Some momentum there from the Junior Jays, but right now the Patriots trying to retaliate, get momentum going to start off this second half. As we see TJ Urban in the offense coming back out, and in the backfield, Christian Nash, which is a nice sight to see. We have yet to see him get any action tonight. It's a little concerning if there was an injury or something we didn't know about.
Totally. I mean, it's surprising we didn't see him on those couple 1-yard runs, but
as we see him right here. A nice job there sending Urban to the ground. And so we see a loss of 1 yard right there. So 2nd and 11 at the 32. We got single back formation, still Nash in the backfield. Urban's going to look to air it out. And he has Gage Stanger. Haven't seen that connection in a while as he gets that ball to the 50-yard line.
What a refreshing connection right there. We have not seen that in what seems like games.
The first half of the season, that was nonstop action. When Urban was throwing the ball, there was a good shot. It's going to Gage Stanger, and we're seeing that connection brought back right there for a huge play. Moves that ball into Junior Jay's territory at the 49-yard line.
Wouldn't be surprised to see the Patriots if they decided to take like a big shot to set the tone for this second half.
We know they're capable of huge plays. Getting that momentum on their side and doing it to start the half would be big. See a toss back to DeAndre Rice, who will air it out. He has a wide open receiver. However, too much on it. That pass not caught. What could have been a spectacular momentum play would have just been beautiful as we see him pitch it back.
Just about half a yard too much on that one.
Would have been a highlight play for the ages, trying to find Gage Stanger there. That moves it to 2nd and 10, and man, you were talking about going deep, a big play. That would have been about as big as you can get with DeAndre Rice making the throw.
Yeah, you want to talk about a momentum starter.
That would have been one that had the sideline going nuts. So now 2nd and 10, 10:48 to go in the first half. Hand off to Christian Nash. Solid gain there. And correct myself. 10:40 to go in the third quarter. I said first half. Excuse me for that.
It's been a long week.
It has been. It has been. As we see Gage Stanger going off the field. Looks like there might have been a slight limp. Nothing serious. Yeah, it looks like there's a little bit of ankle pain. Yep. So Urban with Nash in the backfield. 3rd and 3 at the 42-yard line. As Urban's going to wrap around to the right side of the field. He will air that one out to Antrell Taylor. Barely makes that catch. Stays going. They will say he stepped out of bounds. That was an awfully low pass. Looks like the sideline saying that ball hit the ground before Taylor made the catch, but the referees will call that pass complete. And we did see Antrell Taylor was wide open. Good job by Urban on getting off the last second.
Yeah,
but a very low throw right there.
He could have had him just a little bit early. Still able to complete the pass.
But I think he was looking to make the defense fully commit to him before he dropped that one off to Taylor. So 1st and 10 now at the 33-yard line. Patriots putting together a strong drive to start off the second half. Quick screen past Antrell Taylor. That one is not caught. Goes right past him. And it was kind of surprising towards the beginning part of the season seeing Antrell Taylor not have a huge role in the receiving side. Last year he was the leading receiver for Millard South. And throughout the season he still played a solid role, but was definitely behind Gage Stanger, and now we're kind of seeing him reclaim that role as the top target. You know, he's a very talented man. He's also one of the best kick returners for the Patriots, as they're here on 2nd and 10, 10 minutes remaining. Urban's going to stick with that one and has nowhere to go. Taken down right at the line of scrimmage, so it will be a 3rd and long look here for Millard South.
And if you're the Blue Jays, need the stop right here, right now.
And depending on what kind of field position the Patriots are looking at after this play, if they don't get the first down, we see Cole Lamel getting ready for a kick on the side. And we do know we saw Pat Foley from Creighton Prep, the win on his side, making a nice kick to end the first half. So here on 3rd and 9, Urban sets back to throw. However, he's going to maneuver, try and run this. Dishes it off the last second to Antrell Taylor. That pass looks to be complete, and it is. Great look there. Risky move, but threaded the needle. Great job from TJ Urban. Precision right there on that play. Keeps this Patriot drive going. Ball now at the 19-yard line as we see Reggie Harris take the field for Christian Nash. He will be in the backfield now.
It looked like on that play, you could see number 17 Michael Harding streaking down the sideline. That might have been open.
I kind of assumed he would have been the target there, but Urban saw something we didn't. As he pitches this one off, looks like that is Reggie Harris, who does go down behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 1 on the play. Reggie Harris is another one of those players who's seen his role increase throughout the year. The first few games of the season, we really didn't see much action from him. And still not a huge player right now after that one play is going back to the sidelines. Looks like Christian Nash just needed a breather. But throughout these games, his role is starting to increase. 2nd and 12 here from Millard South, the 21. 8:40 to go in the 3rd quarter. Single back formation here. As he fakes the pitch back to Nash, looks to air it out, wrapping around the right side of the field. He's going to stick with this one, running to the right sideline. Picks up the first down before being sent out of bounds. Looks like just inside of the 10-yard line. Great run from TJ Urban.
Good to see Gage Stanger back out there at the top of your screen.
Yep, hustling onto the field. And it did look like it was nothing serious.
Right.
He was barely a limp as he went to the sidelines, but they wanted to check that out, be safe. So ball placed at the 9-yard line, 1st and goal here for Millard South. Urban's going to hand this one off to Nash on the left side of the field, going right up the middle. Really keeps pushing through before going down at the 3-yard line, and that's the Nash specialty. A lot of times where a lot of running backs would be going down, he's able to push together a few more yards.
That's one of the blessings of this Patriot backfield. It's like you've got all the elements that you need. You got Tay, who's super fast, lots of jukes, making big moves, and Christian Nash able to just run people over.
So here they are, 2nd and goal. They're going to give it to Nash again, this time going right up the middle of the end zone. Even trucks the defender as he gets in. Huge play there from Christian Nash, getting another touchdown. And that is his 7th touchdown of the season. Like I said, only trails TJ Urban in rushing touchdowns. And score moves to 20-10.
And that run shows you exactly why he is 2nd on this team in touchdowns.
Just able to power through defenders time and time again.
So you question if maybe his fumbling habits of the last game might have been the reason we didn't see him right away.
Yep. That's right there. That PAT from Cole Lamel is good. 21-10 is your score. Patriots lead with just under 8 minutes remaining. We will be back in just a minute. After a great touchdown here from the Patriots, Cole Lamel kicking things off. For the Junior Jays, you're trying to get a touchdown here. Really cut into this deficit. Get some more momentum on your side as you're looking to close in on this deficit they're facing right now, down 11.
And you can't have for the Blue Jays what happened last half where they're pretty dormant most of the game, and then it seemed like 5 minutes left to go in the half, and they flipped a switch. They had a huge throwing touchdown, got the ball back after a couple penalties by the Patriots, and were able to knock down an easy field goal.
Yep, their 10 points came in the last, 3 minutes of the half?
Yeah.
They had great work at the end. Offense and defense both performing. However, on their defensive stop, they did have penalties to thank. Patriots being brought far back into their own territory. Still some big stops. And right now, they got to keep that momentum rolling, put some points on the board, put together a strong drive here. And they're going to hand that one off in the first play. Not much of a gain. Back out at quarterback is number 14, Parker Lice. So I think we are just seeing them switch off at QB. Like you had said, kind of similar to what we've seen with TJ Urban and Gage Stanger.
But it looks like Parker Lice might be more of your running quarterback.
So here on 2nd and 8, 7.5 minutes remaining. Going to run this one up the middle. And like you said, he is the running quarterback, but nowhere to go. And just an update here, an overtime win for Kearney over Bellevue West. They went for 2 in overtime and claimed the victory. So 9-seed Kearney moves on to the semifinals to face the winner of Lincoln Southwest and Elkhorn South, who are playing as we speak. Unbelievable upset, and that really opens up looks for the rest of the state right now. But focusing on this game, we got a 3rd and 7 at the 23, 6:50 remaining with the Junior Jays trying to move the chains, put together a very well-put drive. Number 4 airs that one out. That pass complete. Great grab there from number 8, A.J. Rollins, as that is Sam Meisenberg making the throw. And so, yeah, when they need a good pickup in the air game, they put Meisenberg back in. That's multiple times now. Last time they did it, they had that huge touchdown. Get points on the board as they go the handoff there to number 28, Stessman, who picks up a few. And we've seen Stessman's role decrease throughout this game. Early on, he was their main source of offense. Now, he didn't put together great numbers when he was that main source, but they kept pounding the ground with him. And we have not seen that as of recently.
No, not very many big gains on the ground.
But hey, I don't think they're complaining with a solid 4-yard pickup there, as it's now 2nd and 6. They're going to pitch this one off to number 3, Alex Bullock. He stays up for a while, tries to keep working with it, but nevertheless goes down behind the line of scrimmage. The Patriot defense all over him on that play.
Great effort. I mean, instead of getting tackled for a loss of 2 or 3 yards, fights back just to about the line of scrimmage for a 3rd and 7.
Just barely goes down behind the line. So it'll be a 3rd and 7, like you just said. 5:45 remaining in the 3rd quarter. And this team struggled on offense, but 3rd down, they have been very successful. But here, heavy defensive pressure, and he has nowhere to go. Huge sack for the Millard South Patriots. That one led by Lance Rucker. It looks like that was Lance Rucker and Connor Hoy assisting in that. Great job by the defensive line with a huge stop, forcing the Junior Jays to send out the special teams. Connor Hoy, like I said, leads the team in sacks, assisting in that one right there, putting another one together.
We have seen a couple of very impressive punts so far from Creighton Prep into the wind.
And there's Pat Foley. That one will be fair caught at the 37-yard line. And that one was Hale Kilcoyne making the catch.
All right, so as well as the Bellevue West game, where Kearney defeated Bell West 41-40, Lincoln East is losing to West Side 7-21. Again, that's West Side with the lead, 21-7.
And the winner of that game will play the winner of this game. So right now it's in position for the Patriots and the West Side Warriors to face off in the semifinals. If that were to happen, that one would be at West Side, as they are the 2 seed, we are the 3 seed. Quick stoppage here by the referees. Malfunction with the play clock there. Now they got things sorted away. So at the 38-yard line, Urban's looking to air it out on the first play. He's going to wrap around, trying to find somewhere to go, going to the left side, has Antrell Taylor, but finds Luke Irvine, however, not able to come down with that catch. That was a high pass. Looked like Irvine had that one down, not able to make the catch, as we saw him and Antrell Taylor together, both wide open.
Just a throw on the run, tough to complete those ones. That one is barely sailed right over his head.
And it did seem like an easy play, but Urban had to work for that one. He had to wrap around to the right side, the left side, try and get some time. Not able to get it together as it's 2nd and 10 with 4:40 remaining in the third quarter. Motion again from Taylor as Urban's going to take this one himself. Does a good job following his blockers as he moves that ball to the 45-yard line, but we do have a flag thrown.
It's another holding by the Patriots.
So early on, we saw the Junior Jays having constant penalties on them, but now the Junior Jays have 5, the Patriots with 6 penalties on them. So throughout the year, their discipline's gotten better. They hadn't been committing as many penalties, but tonight it's all coming back to them. Luckily, they have an 11-point lead to kind of pad that down, but still, you got to be working on this, because if they move on throughout this tournament, going up against top teams in the state, you cannot afford to keep moving back on the field, as now they're looking at a 2nd and 13 on the 35-yard line. Urban finds Gage Stanger up the middle of the field. He's going to keep moving with that one, picks up the first down, gets the ball to the 48-yard line, almost identical to where we saw Stanger get the ball in his last reception.
And that's what moved him across midfield last time as well.
So now with the ball in Junior J territory, Patriots with 4:10 remaining in the third quarter, looking to further increase their 21-10 lead. 5 wide, Urban in shotgun. Motion here from Nash. As Urban looks to go deep, he has Michael Harding, who makes the catch and goes down at the 5-yard line. Huge play from the Patriot offense. Nice job by Harding getting there. And we said earlier there was a play for the Patriots where Harding was open, didn't get the look, but here he is getting an even bigger play, moving that ball. It will be 1st and goal for Millard South.
And so the passing game all coming together here for the Patriots throughout the second half of the season, I would say.
Yep.
Able to air the ball out at least a lot deeper than what we've seen in the past.
As Urban's going to stick with this one right up the middle. Looks like he was just shy of the end zone, awfully close.
Looks to be at about the 2-yard line there.
Yep. And so you just said, the passing offense is working. TJ Urban with 135 passing yards, and for a guy that isn't primarily known for airing it out, very impressive. He has a total of 275 yards, has 141 yards on the ground, and we know both those can contribute to big plays. He has 2 40-plus yard passes. He's got a 62-yard rush from earlier in the game, and right now, 2nd and goal, the 2-yard line. They're going to hand that one off, and that is Nash in the end zone for his 2nd touchdown. Patriots further increasing this lead, and momentum has clearly full-on shifted to their side. The Junior Jays had a great end to the first half, but just it hasn't carried over into the second half.
And so then that brings me back to the first half once again, where TJ Urban ran the ball 3 times with just about a yard to go and could not pick it up. And we've seen now 2 possessions in a row where Christian Nash was able to get the touchdown on short yardage downs.
You got to wonder the reasoning for him not playing a role in that first half, but it doesn't matter because the Patriots with a 28-10 lead with 2:57 to go after the Lambeau PAT. We'll be right back in just a minute. So with the Patriots leading 28-10, the Junior Jays need to answer, and they need to answer soon. 18 points is their deficit. Looking to cut into it right now as they regain possession. This Cole Lamb will kick off. That one yet again falling in the end zone. So the 20-yard line is where they will start. We'll see who comes out at quarterback. We've seen both Sam Meisenberg and Parker Lice.
And for Creighton Prep, you got to come out throwing hands.
At this point, there's no use in playing smart when you're down 18. You can't, I shouldn't say smart, safe is more the word.
Right.
You can't be too cautious when you're trailing by 18. And obviously you got over a quarter. But you can't expect to fully shut down the Patriot offense. You got to really be putting points on the board. As we see Parker Lice fake the handoff and run that one on his own. Gets that ball to the 24-yard line.
Yeah.
And Jack Stessman got up a little slow. Looks like he's staying on the field, but he's limping a little bit. So 2:30 to go in the third quarter. That clock is ticking. 2nd and 5 here for the Junior Jays. Parker Lice fakes the handoff, rolls left. Wanted to air it out, but had nowhere to go. Flips that one off at the last second. And do we have a flag thrown? Looks like we do not. We saw the sidelines. They were looking for the flag thrown for intentional grounding, but we do not have a call.
Out of the pocket, you know.
And you see a couple of the coaches on the sidelines still kind of gesturing for it. So 3rd and 5 here. That call won't matter if the Patriots get a big stop, and they do throw a flag. Awfully late call there. Nevertheless, making what I believe is the right call.
Right call.
Yep.
No matter which way you look at it.
So the 3rd down getting a little bit more difficult here for the Junior Jays. No doubt about it, they will need to air it out here.
They have been somewhat good on 3rd down.
They've been very impressive. It seems like it's the equivalent of their late half success. It seems like the majority of the time they can't get it together, but when their backs are against the wall, they need something quick. They've been successful.
Yeah, it's like they're able to pick up that 1-2 3rd down, and then they get to half to midfield, and then it's all kind of like shut down.
And you can look at the positivity of when they really need to perform, they've been relatively successful. But you got to, when you're playing against the number 3 team in the state, you have to constantly have your foot on the pedal, be working. And right now, down 18 with 2:17 in the third quarter, you got to do a little bit more than just these 3rd down conversions. But right now, 3rd and 13, as we see Meisenberg try and wrap around, and he is demolished. Huge sack from the Patriots.
Lance
Rucker is having a night.
That's his 2nd sack of the game.
And you can't miss him on the defensive line. He has been fantastic. So Lance Rucker's always been a very impressive player. He's had great moments, but tonight it's all coming to fruition. Just been fantastic on the defensive side.
We're able to see the young stars shine for this Patriot offense. Antrell Taylor, Gage Stenger, and then right there, Lance Rucker.
Yep. This punt, fair catch from Hale Kilcoyne. So the Patriots will start with the ball in Junior J territory at the 45-yard line. So a great look here for the offense as they're trying to put points on the board. And I will say, I wouldn't be surprised if we see Gage Stenger leading the offense soon.
Right.
It seems like when the Patriots start to get a lead together, they do it well. And right now, with a solid cushion, they definitely have a good shot at having him lead the offense pretty soon. So 1st and 10 as TJ Urbon and the offense come back out. That is Christian Nash in the backfield with 2 touchdowns in this game, both in the second half. They do hand it off to him, but nowhere to go. The defensive line does a great job taking him down on the tackle there. That was Tony Meliti and Ryan Carney, both helping out. And Tony Meliti in their last game with 9 tackles. And right now he's trying to do a good job contributing to this team because they're going to need to work quick at stopping the Patriots and getting some success in the offensive end.
Yeah, ideally for the Junior Jays, they would like to get the ball back with time left in the third quarter.
Now, it's not going to be easy against this Patriot team,
Right.
especially with the clock ticking, just 1:13 to go in the third quarter. The Patriots really taking their time, 5 on the game clock. Play clock, excuse me. Urban looking to air it out. He's going for Gage Stanger, but that pass is picked off by the defense. Great job there. And that was number 21, Sam Rodino, making the interception. And so that's just TJ Urban's second interception of the season. Coming at a big time for the Junior Jays. An interesting decision there from TJ Urban. We saw very aggressive defense there on Gage Stanger. Looks like they were both grabbing each other like we saw earlier. Didn't seem to have a clear look there. But frankly, in that situation, you had pressure on you. I think he was just trying to get it out. Saw Gage Stanger as a trusty receiver, but backfiring him on him right there. The first turnover of the game for Millard South, as the Junior Jays have it on the 19-yard line with 59 seconds to go in the third quarter. Going to fake the handoff here as Parker Lice tries to run it, but taken down in the backfield. The Patriot defensive line with more strong work here.
Defensive line looks to maybe have woken up after that Lance Rucker huge sack.
Yep. There's definitely some confidence on this defense. I don't blame them. They're doing a great job. Creighton Prep's a team averaging just under 28 points a game right now. Almost the end of the third quarter with only 30 seconds remaining, and just 10 points scored by the Junior Jays. Parker Light's going to wrap around to the right side. Looks to air it out. He has a man at the 50-yard line. That is Alex Bullock. That pass incomplete. The defense did a great job getting all over him. And Bullock discussing with the ref. It was a very aggressive defense right there. But no flag thrown. 3rd and 12 now with 19 seconds to go. And you said that the Junior Jays, they want to get the ball back with time left on the clock. Well, the Patriots could get the ball back with time left on the clock if we got an incomplete pass here.
They're most likely going to air it out on 3rd and 12.
And they do throw Sam Meisenberg back in the offense, which at this point you can assume means they're throwing the ball. Regardless of the down here on 3rd and 12, really confirms that theory. Defensive line on him, rolls forward, decides to run this ball, moves to the 24-yard line before being sent down. It'll be about a 4th and 5 here for the Junior Jays, and with 8 seconds left, it looks like that will do it for the quarter. However, there is a timeout called here with just 5 seconds remaining. And that timeout taken by Millard South. Don't fully understand that call. Maybe they see something we don't. They see an opportunity to get a quick stop. But we'll take a quick break. When we come back, it'll be 4th and 4 with 5 seconds remaining in the third quarter. So after that timeout call from the Patriots, the Junior Jays set to punt on 4th and 5. This will be the final play of the third quarter. Hale Kilcoyne makes the catch, rolls around to the left side of the field, ball to the 43-yard line. Looks like that'll be it. So that'll do it for the third quarter. Patriots with a strong performance, 14 points in this quarter, and they lead 28-10 going into the fourth and final quarter. We'll be right back for the start of the fourth. And we are back for the fourth quarter.
And this fourth quarter is sponsored by Bernie's Pizza.
The Bernie's Pizza.
Absolutely fantastic pizza if you haven't had it before.
Some of the best pies in the state.
Absolutely fantastic.
Bernie's Pizza. We'll throw up the graphic later next time out. You guys can check out Bernie's Pizza. Start of the fourth quarter, Patriots handing it off. Picks up a few on that play.
Yeah, and this game has been great, but not as great as Bernie's Pizza, Joey.
You know, it's hard to compare. It's apples and oranges, but, you know, Bernie's Pizza, I mean, that's great.
It does
that
not get any better.
Bernie's Pizza has not given up a single point this season. I mean, these teams have given up some points. Bernie's defense is fantastic. Yeah. That's all I got to say.
And they always score every bite.
2nd and 7 here. Wrapping around to the right side of the field as Urban had Antrell Taylor. Taylor not able to make the catch. Looked like that was an easy grab to pick up the first down. And when I need a pickup, you know where I go?
Bernie's Pizza.
Bernie's Pizza. So it is now 3rd and 7 here. Ball at the 47-yard line. Just at the beginning of the fourth quarter, 11:25 remaining. And we're seeing some life here from the Junior J student section. And that's something the Junior J's need right now to kind of kick them into gear. Looking for a big fourth quarter rally, trailing by 18 right now. Some quick discussion here before play clock starts. And there it is. Big third down here if the Junior Jays want to put in a rally. Urban wrapping around, defensive pressure on him, but they don't have the speed to match him. He runs that one, picks up the first down, goes out at about the 38-yard line.
Great block there from Big 88, Luke Irvine.
That's right.
Setting the edge for TJ Urban, able to pick up an easy first down.
And you look at a lot of plays like that when he wraps around, you see that defensive pressure. A lot of quarterbacks, you know, they're in trouble. They got to roll back, maybe throw that one out. But the speed of Urban, those guys just couldn't catch up to him. Easily able to wrap around, pick up the first. Ball now at the 38-yard line. Still single back formation with Nash back, and he pitches it back to Christian Nash, who stumbles, loses that ball, falls. We'll see who picked that one up. That might have been Creighton Prep. And that is Prep ball. If they want to put together a comeback, now is their time. Nash could not feel that ball, and he loses that one. Junior Jays reclaim possession with 11:11 to go in quarter number 4. So now they got Sam Meisenberg on the field in shotgun formation as the Junior Jays need to put up some points and quick. Looking to complete a comeback. That pass, a flag is thrown. Looks like that will be on Tate Heinrichs.
There's been a lot of holding and grabbing defensively all game. I don't know if that one was egregious enough to throw the penalty flag.
I mean, I feel like at this moment, they need anything they can get. And that was very clear where he might have been able to make that catch for him for the grab. So I do agree with the call. But like you said, that aggression's been there all game from both sides. Nevertheless, it does move the chains for the Junior Jays as they go into Patriot territory at the 45-yard line. Same formation, Meisenberg in shotgun 5 wide. I expect to see that the majority of this quarter as they need some quick action. That throw, very risky pass. The Patriot defense all over that one. The secondary, besides a few big plays, has been very impressive throughout this whole game.
Yeah, a lot of time their struggle are throws, deep throws, and throws in the middle. They've limited their throws in the middle and allowed for these short 3-4 yard catches, which is going to happen no matter what.
It seems like we've seen a lot of plays like that one, though, where they have no option but to throw it into traffic and hope their guy can come down with it. Now 2nd and 10, 11:02 remaining, still in the first minute of this quarter. He's going to wrap around to the right side of the field, look to air this one out. That one incomplete, was trying to find Alex Bullock. By far been their top target tonight.
And you got to wonder, if the Blue Jays were able to get some more protection, how much better they'd be passing this ball, because every single time they look to be dropping back to pass, there's a guy in his face every time.
Yep,
We're running him
it's
down.
rare that Meisenberg is able to take his time with no pressure on him. Defensive line is, it seems like every game they're improving. We're seeing them at some of their best, and I feel like the last 3-4 games I've said they're playing some of their best football because it's just constantly increasing. But now 3rd and 10, they need a solid pickup here. Meisenberg rolls to the left, kicks that one out. That pass nearly intercepted. Zane Stanger hops in front. Great job by the Patriot defense breaking that pass up. Moves it to 4th and 10 now. And he was looking for A.J. Rollins, who had a few receptions early in the game, but hasn't seen much action. So the offense out on 4th and 10.
I'm kind of surprised they're not punting 4th and long. Flip the field position tremendously if you're able to pin it inside the 10-yard line.
It's true, but at the same time, you got 11 minutes, down 18, and the
18.
I expect the Patriots just to run every time they get the ball. But now we do have a timeout by the Junior Jays where they will think over this decision, and we'll be right back after the timeout. Fourth and 10 now. Meisenberg looking to move the chains. He's going to air this one out deep. And that pass is caught by Alex Bullock and flags thrown. What a grab there from Bullock. So that throw from Meisenberg did not have enough on it. Bullock came back for that grab.
Thought it might have been knocked away there, close to being knocked away there by Zane Stanger.
And we'll see what the flag is here.
Looks like it might be on the defense.
I believe it will be.
Especially since they have not moved.
Yep, and that was a pass interference, but that will not matter because that pass was complete. Fantastic job by Alex Bullock to be quick to run back and get that grab. Not enough on it, like I'd said, but somehow found a way to make it, move that chains after 4th and 10. Now ball at the 15. They're wasting no time running that right up the middle. Great rush there as he powers his way into the end zone. What a run by Jack Stessman. He followed his blockers, and it paid off well. We said he has yet to have a big run.
And
there it is. Huge touchdown for the Junior Jays. Now down 12. And we'll see what they do right here.
Down 12, 10:36. Not impossible, Joey.
Yep, looks like Pat Foley is here for the PAT. If I'm being honest, I kind of thought they'd consider a 2-point conversion, make it a 10-point game for a field goal and a touchdown. But looks like they trust Pat Foley here. As that PAT is good. So score moves to 28-17. The Junior Jays getting their first points of the half. Hopefully for them, a momentum shift that they can build off of with 10:36 remaining in the fourth quarter. We'll be right back. So the Junior Jays here with Pat Foley back to kick things off. 10:36 to go in the fourth and final quarter. Junior Jays trail by 11. Foley gets a hold of that kick. That one will be caught in the end zone, and it'll be a touchback there. That one caught by Hell Kilcoyne, so the Patriots will start at the 20-yard line. And you got to think we'll see a lot of the handoff and then a lot of the quarterback keeps with TJ Urban, because not only is it killing clock, but it's been successful.
Yeah.
You got to imagine they can keep moving the chains, because right now 10:36 isn't your normal time to just start killing clock. You know, you also have to worry about, you know, keeping the offense going. But they've been able to do that all game with just this run.
And for Creighton Prep, you want to force another turnover. That would be 3 straight turnovers forced.
And we know the Patriots have had a lot of close calls too, especially on kicks, as Urban wraps around to the right side of the field, has a hole, he takes it, picks up the first down and more. Urban keeps going to the 50-yard line and goes out of bounds after being taken out by the defense. Great run there from Urban. So all of a sudden, after one play, they are in Junior J territory.
With a cramp, looks like a cramp down on the Millard South sideline.
Yep.
Can't tell who that is.
And that looks like is number 24, Michael Barrett, junior for the Jays. And like you said, looks like just a cramp that kind of stretched it out for a second, now walking off on his own. Right now for Millard South, not much more to say except they just got to play their game. No use in worrying about airing it out unless you need to move the chains. You're just trying to pound the ground, keep moving the chains, and kill clock at the same time.
And if you're Creighton Prep, you want to load the box. You know, make sure that there's no more plays like we just saw given up. You know, no 20-yard runs. Because
while they've given up some big pass plays, they would much rather have the Patriots airing it out. Much higher risk to force a turnover, and also incomplete pass, clock's dead. Here they are, TJ Urban. I believe that is Gage Mack in the backfield. It is. Urban's going to stick with this one to the right side. Very similar to play to last time, and also see success. That one just short of the 35-yard line.
So after another Christian Nash turnover, he has still not seen the field.
I mean, right now, with the Patriots in control, the last thing you can afford is a turnover. You're just looking for a solid drive here. Urban's going to run this one right up the middle. No one can stop him. Wraps around to the right side of the field. Slides down at the 13-yard line. They just have no answer for TJ Urban right now, running all over him.
And great IQ play. He could have easily gained another 2-3 yards and ran out of bounds, but decides to stay in bounds, run the clock. Exactly what they needed.
So now 9:30 to go in the fourth quarter. Ball at the 14-yard line as the Patriots are looking at another first down. Urban's going to stick with this one, going to the right side again. Not the success he's seen in the last few plays as he goes down very quickly.
Just under 9 minutes left to go in the game.
As we see shotgun formation for TJ Urban. Usually means either the quarterback draw or he's going to pitch it off to someone. And this one he's going to give that off to Reggie Harris. Takes that to the left side of the field. No one there. Untouched is Reggie Harris as he enters the end zone. Huge touchdown from the Patriots. Depending on what the Jays do, that could have been the icer that puts them in a very safe position for this game. And the Jays needed a quick stop, but they gave up a few minutes and a Patriot touchdown. And with a PAT here, could be 35-17. This one from Lamley is blocked. Great job by the defense getting that one off. So 34-17 is now your score. And just a quick little note, assuming our stat man Tanner Gottschalk is correct, TJ Urban has eclipsed 200 rushing yards in this game. Another fantastic performance from him. The defense just had no answer. So 8:31 to go. We will be back in just a minute as the Junior Jays try to get some success going in the fourth quarter. So all the momentum right now on the Patriots side. This one looking close to over, but the Junior Jays trying to change that. And they're going to need to work quick on offense. I would expect to see Sam Meisenberg exclusively out there because he's the man to air it out. As that kick is caught just shy of the 20-yard line, going right up the middle. Gets that ball just short of the 30. It was Carson Bartak, the senior, on that kick return. We saw Christian Nash making the tackle.
And Joey, if you're Creighton Prep, how do you get back into this game?
I mean, it's difficult. There's not much more to say than you got to air it out. You need a touchdown, and you can't take a long drive. You have to work as quick as possible. We've seen the long game work well. Earlier in the game, we saw, the quick throws to the right side as he goes for a screen pass right there. Solid gain. Picks up the first down. And that was a good job right there by Meisenberg. We saw him, it looks like he knew where he was going, but he wrapped to the left side of the field. So the defense, he diverted them. They all came his way, and right before he dished it off. Yep, great decision there by the quarterback. As they get the chains moving, ball now at the 39-yard line. Meisenberg stepping back, fires. That pass is caught by Alex Bullock just shy of the 50-yard line. Looks like he was also just short of the first down. 9-yard pickup there. Jack Stessman in the backfield, and he will get a carry right now. Moves that ball to the 44-yard line.
And for Creighton Prep, the tempo is working so far.
And Stessman hasn't seen much action in the second half, but when he has, some explosive plays and big runs.
Yeah, we saw a 14-yard touchdown run.
That looked like it'd be a 4-yard run. He steps back, airs this one out, has a receiver. That is Bullock again. Same as his last play, about a 9-yard pickup. Just continuously moving. This is exactly what you're looking for. Just some quick passes to keep moving downfield.
Yeah, and getting the ball to your playmakers. That's one thing that needs to be improved.
They're going to hand it off to Stessman this time, taken down right at the line of scrimmage. Defensive line giving up no room. And I think it's safe to say if they score here, regardless of the position on the game, and they do pick up the first down there.
Looks like a healthy spot.
It did, yep.
Genuinely.
But if they score here, this has been their most successful drive of the game. Now, they've had big touchdowns where they've had quicker scores, but they have yet to see a consistent drive down the field drive. So if they can do that right here.
Yeah, it looks like they're imposing their will just a little bit on this Patriots defense.
I mean, they're recognizing their strengths in the first half. Their best moments were these quick passes to their top receivers, and they're exclusively running that. As he runs this one right up the middle, almost taken down as he gets that ball to the 30 before being sent down. Jack Nicolaisen almost making the tackle.
And you wonder for Creighton Prep, is it getting too late? Like, is this drive going to come too late in this football game?
I mean, at this point, with your season on the line, still a 3-possession game, you can never say die until it's absolutely too late. But it definitely is starting to question that, especially when they're really starting to put in the run game right now, killing that clock. Clock does stop right now due to the first down, as that was a handoff to Jack Stessman.
Continuing to push the tempo.
Meisenberg steps back, airs that one off, has a receiver, keeps moving that ball, goes down at the 10-yard line. A.J. Rollins did a nice job getting open and kept working with it, put together a few extra yards. So 6:17 to go in the fourth quarter.
First and goal from the 9.
Their best opportunity tonight. Looking to cut into this lead, keep their playoff hopes alive. Fakes a pass, wraps around to the left side of the field, but the defense gives him no room, and that is Lance Rucker.
And they're going to call him down. Inbound, so the clock will continue to run.
Lance Rucker, by far his best game of the season. They said that was his 3rd sack of the night. Just been absolutely explosive. I mean, Connor Hoy going into tonight had 3.5 sacks on the season and leads the team. Lance Rucker with 3 sacks tonight.
Great performance we're seeing from him.
That clock ticking with 5:35 to go, 2nd and goal at the 12.
They can't take too long to punch this one in, Joe.
We got Alex Bullock at the top of the screen. Could be the target here, and they will throw that one past him. The defense all over that. That is Gassaway tipping that pass. Spectacular defense as the intended receiver was junior Trey Olden. But Gassaway was not going to let that pass get past him. So a plus there for the Junior Jays is the stoppage of the clock, 5:22 now. Junior Jays trying to will their way back into this game. 3rd and goal, but a flag thrown, and that will be a false start. Just a brutal call in the first half. The calls were just brutal for them, 5 in the first half, and they did a great job improving their discipline in the second half, knowing they had a lot of work to do, but right now coming back to bite them as they will see a 3rd and goal at the 17-yard line.
That's hard to recover from. But if they're going to do it on a drive, Joey, it's going to be this one where everything has seemed to be working.
Pass game is at its best this drive. Sam Meisenberg with 101 passing yards. Fakes the handoff. Heavy defensive pressure. Barely gets that pass off. Nearly intercepted. And that one gets past him. It'll be 4th and goal. And that was Hale Kilcoyne on defense, tipping that pass up. So 4th and goal at the 17. And you asked earlier, at what point is it too late? Well, if they don't score here, I think it's safe to say it's too late. Looks like they will try a field goal attempt to cut it down to a 2-possession deficit.
A 2-touchdown deficit.
Yep. So here's Pat Foley. We saw him with 1 field goal attempt to end the first half. And just like that last one, has the wind on his side. His kick is up. And that one is good. It's like one of the refs was kind of hesitating to make the call. Nevertheless, that one through the uprights. 34-20 is your score with 5:10 remaining in the fourth quarter. We will be back in just a few minutes as the Patriots will try and retain this lead. So 5:10 remaining. We'll see what the Junior Jays can do here on the onside. And that one easily recovered by the Patriots. Did not go 10 yards. Had no choice but to let the Patriots recover that one. It looked like there was a chance of it getting tipped up because we saw as he was recovering it kind of stumbled instead of just falling on it.
Maybe trying to make a house call.
I see you there. But a good job recovering the fumble for Millard South. So they will start the drive at the 46-yard line. The Junior J 46, that is. 5:09 remaining in the fourth quarter. Patriots still lead 34-20. And so we had said we wonder if Gage Stanger would see some action, but still TJ Urban at quarterback. And it makes sense right now. It's still two-possession game. You just want to run it. And TJ Urban's your man if that's the game.
And with his already 200 rushing yards, you know.
He's going to hand this one off to Reggie Harris. Does a good job getting past the defender. Only a gain of 2 there. But that one looked like he might have just gone down right at the line of scrimmage. So an impressive run there from Harris, whose highlight of the game came with that last touchdown of his. Patriots taking their time right now. 4:40 to go with that clock ticking. Still in single back formation. Reggie Harris in the backfield. He's going to hand this one off to Harris again. Harris just short of that first down line.
And timeout by Creighton Prep, and we will be right back with 4:16 left to go in the game.
So as we come back, 3rd and 2 now at the 38-yard line, 4:16 remaining in the fourth quarter. For the Junior Jays, this is a huge opportunity to get the stop and try and get the ball back with time to recover. This pitch back to Reggie Harris. Keeps working that one. Looks like he was just shy of the first down, but we'll see where they mark him. It looks like he is about a yard short of the marker. Another timeout called by the Junior Jays. Before we go to break, give a quick update on the games so far around the state. As we mentioned earlier, 9-seed Kearney with a huge overtime upset victory against Bellevue West. They will play the winner of Elkhorn South and Lincoln Southwest. Right now, 5-seed Elkhorn South is leading 28-7 over 4-seed Lincoln Southwest. And then the winner of this game, looking in position to be the Patriots win, will face the winner of Westside Lincoln East. Westside currently up 49-20, at least last I checked.
So that one might lean
so
towards
it's looking in
Westside.
position to be Millard South versus Westside. That'll be next Friday. That will be at Westside, assuming both teams win. Westside the 2-seed, Patriots the 3-seed. So with this timeout, we will go to break. When we come back, it is 4th and 1 with 4:03. Actually, the huddle's getting ready to break, so we will just stay on.
Just a reminder, everybody, this fourth quarter is brought to you by Bernie's Pizza.
Sorry, I didn't hear you. Why don't you say that again? Sponsored by who?
Bernie's Pizza.
Bernie's Pizza. What a place. 4th and 1 here. Millard South keeping the offense on the field, trying to get a huge, crucial first down as the Junior Jays have no timeouts remaining. Single back formation. Harris in the backfield. Urban's going to run this one up the middle. Quick little cut to the right side gives him what he needs to pick up that first down.
Dives for the 1 yard. That's all
Huge
he needed.
moment for the Patriots. without a turnover, it looks like it is very much in their hands right now. 3:55 to go. That clock is ticking. No timeouts for the Junior Jays. Patriots right now taking up all the time they can. 10 seconds remaining on the play clock. He's going to pitch this one off to Antrell Taylor on the left side of the field. Taylor, not much where to go. Tried to maneuver around a few defenders, but was taken down about a yard behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, able to escape a couple tackles, but ultimately still a tackle for loss.
Tackle was made by Joey Guglowski, who against Millard North had 8 tackles, 4 tackles for loss. He's had a few big plays tonight, but not quite the game he had against Millard North. So 2nd and 11 now, 2:55 remaining. Handoff to Reggie Harris on the left side of the field. Yet again taken down behind the line of scrimmage. The defensive line is coming in big. And right now, that's exactly what they need. They need quick stops to get the ball back if they have any sort of chance at making a last-second comeback.
Yeah, especially with no timeouts. If they're able to force some type of punt or a turnover on downs, with 2 minutes, they're going to have to score quick.
Yep, right now, 2:15, and that clock is ticking. Still 20 seconds to go on the play clock. Patriots getting lined up. Five seconds on the play clock. He's going to hand this one off to Reggie Harris. Cuts to the right. Has some room to work with before being taken down. So it'll be a 4th and very long for Millard South with 1:45 to go. And these are moments where a timeout would be huge. At least know how much you're getting. But right now, Patriots still able to kill clock with 1.5 minutes to go.
And you would think if they're able to somehow pick up this 4th down conversion, that would truly be game.
And it looks like right now the Patriots might just be waiting till the final second to call a timeout, as there's 10 seconds left on the play clock, 1:15 remaining in the 4th quarter, and it looks like that's exactly what they're doing, as there's 5 seconds, still no formation here for Millard South. And with 1 second on the play clock, timeout Millard South. 1:09 remaining. It'll be 4th and 9 at the 34. Score still 34-20. We'll be back right after the quick timeout. With 1:09 to go, 4th and 9, Patriots keeping their offense on the field, looking to convert on this 4th down and then just kill the remainder of the clock. Irmon hands that one off to Harris. Harris does pick up that 1st down and more, is sent down at the 17-yard line, so the Patriots will be able to just kill the remainder of the clock now. 1:02 to go and a fresh set of downs. I want to give a quick shout out to Coach Cooney. I don't know if you saw on the board, they just had a shout out to him. His last home game on the sidelines as a coach. This is his final year coaching and quite possibly his final year teaching. I'm not fully informed.
Me neither.
Nevertheless, done a great job. Been coach for years As with that clock ticking down, 40 seconds to go, the Patriots are just going to kneel the timeout. And they do that right there.
All right, so in victory formation, the Patriots continue the streak of state or bust. There's no in between. That's what they've said the last 4 years, and this is their final year to do it as the seniors.
So the Patriots right now will achieve their 5th straight victory, and they will likely be meeting number 2 Westside in the state semifinals next Friday. That will be at Westside. Patriots looking to make the state championship. So a fantastic night for the Patriots. Defense played well, the offense looked very good, and they're coming away with a 34-20 victory. Thank everyone for tuning in. Want to give a quick shout out to the whole Millard South media team, to Bernie's Pizza for sponsoring us, the whole squad, for Nate Cronin, Tanner Gottschalk, Caden Blair, Taylor Lewis, and everyone. This is Joey Kirkle signing off.